Good evening.
In the spirit of Halloween, Apple has decided to host its event in the evening, which means it's stupid late here in the UK, but the show must go on. Today, they announced their third generation of Apple Silicon, and the new Macs to complement them. Let's start with Apple's new chips, the M3, the M3 Pro, and the M3 Max. According to Apple, the M3 family of chips brings the largest leap forward in graphics architecture, with a new GPU introducing powerful new features such as dynamic caching and advanced ray tracing. The CPU gets some decent performance gains too. The performance cores, which handle intensive tasks, is 15% faster than the M2. And the efficiency cores get an impressive 30% boost in performance. The CPU is also more efficient than ever, being able to deliver the same performance as the M1 at almost half the power. The M3 chip, which is Apple's entry-level silicon chip, offers an 8-core CPU and a 10-core GPU, and offers 24GB of unified memory. This chip should be powerful enough for 90% of people out there. Don't let entry level fool you, this is still a very capable chip. Moving up the ladder is the M3 Pro, which has a 12-core CPU and an 18-core GPU, with up to 36GB of unified memory. This chip is for those who have more intensive workflows, such as 3D rendering or video editing. And finally is the M3 Max chip, which boasts a 16-core CPU and a 40-core GPU, and up to a massive 128GB of unified memory. This chip is for those who have very intensive workflows and demand the very best. Okay, let's move on to the devices that are actually housing these new chips. Let's start with the new MacBook Pro 14 and 16. Not much has changed here, they still retain the same excellent design as before, including the bright XDR display, the excellent speaker system, the 1080p FaceTime camera, and the long-lasting battery life, which is up to 22 hours. New to the Pros this year is a new colour, Space Black, which replaces the Space Grey, and I think it would certainly be my choice if I were buying one. The MacBook Pro 14 is more accessible this year, as it can be outfitted with the entry-level M3 chip. In previous years, it could only be configured with the more expensive Pro and Max chips, so it's nice that you can benefit from the excellent design of the 14 Pro, without having to splurge out for the more expensive chips. Otherwise, both the 14 and 16 can still be configured with the M3 Pro and M3 Max. They're both available to order now, with the MacBook Pro 14 starting at $1,599 or £1,699, and the MacBook Pro starts at $2,699 or £2,599. Apple also gave the iMac 24-inch a much needed refresh, upgrading the M1 chip to the M3 one. This should feel like a big jump over the M1, especially for tasks such as content creation, where the M1 occasionally struggled. The design remains the same and still has the great 6-speaker system and 1080p FaceTime camera. It's available to order now and starts at $1,299 or £1,399. So that's the new Apple M3 family of chips and the new Mac devices. What did you think of the event, and will you be buying a new Mac? Let me know in the comments below, and until then, I'll see you next time.